What's the deal with election victories? I mean, I tell my jokes, but all that does is get people offended and attack me. If only there was a guide telling me what I'm doing wrong. Hi, I'm Ian, and this is my Streets of Rogue character guide to The Comedian. The Comedian is unlocked via killing someone with a banana peel. You're gonna need to have them at very low health if you want a banana peel to finish them off. That, or a lot of banana peels. As for his description, it reads, whether expounding on the differences between races or lamenting a recent online date gone hilariously bad, the Comedian has no shortage of worldview expanding and totally not hackney material. While their jokes can be polarizing at times, the Comedian lives to be loved and won't be happy until everyone laughs, damn it. Alright, now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this character, shall we? Your special ability is called a joke. You tell a joke and everyone around you turns allied, loyal, annoyed, or hostile. That's right, people might try to kill you because they were offended by your jokes. Despite this, many players think they can use the joke ability as a route to easy election victories. However,
it's a trap!
If you annoy someone with your jokes, they'll vote against you, and if you turn someone hostile, not only will they vote against you, but actively try to kill you while you're standing in front of them. Sure, sometimes they will find you so hilarious that they'll become a follower, but that's unreliable. And with a pathetic 1 in endurance, and with an average of 2 in all other stats, not to mention your lack of starting weapons, you don't exactly have a plan B if the crowd turns hostile for your more insensitive jokes. On the subject of starting gear, you start with a bacon cheeseburger, a bottle of whiskey, some cigarettes, and a bag of sugar. The sugar is a useful speed tool for getting out of tricky situations, and cigarettes have one of 3 good uses. 1. Air vent poison to force people out of a building while you use the opportunity to sneak through a broken window to get what you need. 2. Give to an office drone to make them vote for you via the offer motivation dialogue. Or 3. Sell it off at a local cellomatic. As for your traits, they are Skinny Nerdlinger, which increases the knockback you receive both from damage received and the guns you fire. This can sometimes be a useful tool to escape, since the fastest way isn't the door, but the hole in the wall the local bouncer used you to create. Your second trait is called Team Building Expert, which means that you can have 3 followers at a time instead of 1. A useful tool for when people decide that your jokes are not offensive, but actually so hilarious that they're willing to fight people on your behalf when they try to attack you for being offended at your jokes. On the subject of telling jokes, let's cover your big quest. Your big quest is called Last Comic Standing. This quest requires you to tell a joke to approximately 40% of the floor's starting population. Given how when you tell a joke, the entire group you're telling a joke to will either become allied or offended in unison, not a mixed bag, it's an all or nothing deal there, I advise telling your jokes to small groups or lone individuals. While there are traits you can pick up as you level that will help improve the odds in your favor, removing the possibility of getting NPCs turning hostile at your jokes or increasing the chances of them being friendly or allied, these traits are not guaranteed to be an option as you level up at the end of the floor. Normally, I don't try to recommend picking up items that aren't in your starting inventory since there's no guarantee you'll even see them on a typical run, but for the Comedian I'll make an exception given how much of a use it was for me during my own run for recording this video. The Tranquilizer Gun can be a godsend, since it's a silent weapon. So long as the enemy is outside of your line of sight, they will not turn hostile for you shooting at them, since it'll effectively make an 8-second timer go down until they fall unconscious. Very useful for dealing with annoyed NPCs that would vote against you, since you can just trank them out and they won't come to till after you become mayor. It's also great for dealing with hostile NPCs that haven't seen you yet. And remember, when you offend someone with your jokes, making them annoyed or hostile, if you're going for an election victory, you're gonna need to smooth things over. Whether that's done through bribery, hypnotizers, or straight up murder doesn't really matter. All in all, I give the Comedian a gambling addiction out of 10. You're literally gambling on whether or not you'll make friends or foes every time you open your mouth. This can put your fragile frame into dangerous situations it's ill-prepared for. And while you can make friends with your jokes, there's no guarantee that they'll actually become friends on the first go. After all, you can't rely on friends to save your butt when your first attempt to make friends resulted in them swinging a baseball bat at your face. That's all for now. Like the video if you did, subscribe if you don't want to miss the next one. I've been Ian, and this has been my Streets of Pro character guide to the comedian. And stay tuned, the Slave Master is coming up next.